I mean, I'm just giving. I'm not saying these are the best carries. I'm just giving you examples of how you should
Yeah,
go
yeah.
about it.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm just saying
Uh,
what type of carries I usually
yeah,
play if I get my hands on them.
yeah.
Well,
That's fun.
and
Okay,
the
so
first. Okay,
so
never mind.
first of all, starting this game off with your starting items,
The
you've got
game is
two
on.
sets of tangos and a stout shield. Now, the issue I have with two sets of tangos, the you should always have two sets of regen, in my opinion. Not always, but in games where you're not sure it's going to be an extremely easy lane, right? If it's a tri lane when you're like a ranged carry like Luna or something like that, and you're not going to have any harass, like looking at the enemy lineup, you don't think there's going to be much harass, then definitely go for only one set of region. But normally, especially on melee heroes, because melee heroes are most likely going to take some sort of form of harass, even if it doesn't mean even if it's not that the enemy is going to harass you, even if it's like you've got a kill potential on the enemy and you want to go on the enemy, as soon as you click on the enemy, you're going to start taking some creep harass. And also, when you want to aggro and all of those things, you're going to take some harass naturally. Sometimes you want to maintain a creep equilibrium, you're going to take harass, etc., etc., etc. So you want to have region, and normally you want to have two sets of region. And to balance the two sets of regions, you should have one tango and one south. The reason for that is because tangos is steady, slow region. But if you take a lot of harass due to whatever reason, maybe you're trying to kill the enemy and you dove the tower, or maybe you just managed to get a lot of harass, managed to get harassed a lot, then you want to use a salve immediately so you don't have to wait like half a minute to sit behind like an entire creep wave completely wasted because you're sitting here behind the right underneath the tower regioning up. So that's complete waste. Now on Lifestealer, you've already got Feast, which is slow and steady region. So I actually wouldn't have minded if you had two sets of salves here, because you've got the slow and steady region source from the feast, but then you need the salves for the burst region when you are less than half HP and you just go over here and you like few seconds later. I actually don't remember how much region salves. Uh, 8 seconds. Yeah, so 8 seconds later, immediately you don't even need to wait a full 8 seconds. 6 seconds is normally enough. All right, so right here, obviously you want to tell this guy, hey man, can you please not last it? But the other thing is
I know, I know. I tried to say that to him, but
but the
his answer was, "You're not gonna get to there anyway, so I'm just gonna take you."
that's partially true, and the reason why you weren't gonna get to it is because it's more an issue that you actually didn't realize that this creep is about to die, that this creep is being focused by, four of the enemy creeps. So,
Yeah,
oh, sorry, four of your own creeps. So, while you were moving back, like this creep is gonna die, right? So, as soon as you did aggro here, but as soon as he's half HP, that's it. Right now, your focus should have been, okay, I need to get this creep soon, very, very soon. So you should have started should have started preparing for it, moving towards it, or aggroed so that it moves towards you. And you're aware of these two, so that's good. But that one, and I think I know why, because right at that time, Ogre actually threw his ignite. So you were worried that Ogre's ignite is gonna go and AoE on you, but until he gets multicast, his ignite actually is only single target.
yeah.
So there was absolutely no need for you to worry. Like if he hit you, and then it's gonna follow you even if you move back. And if he didn't hit you, it's not gonna go on an AOE. So it was more of not thinking about it, sort of a panic move. You missed a couple more last hits because you are a little bit, you're not focusing too much on last hit. It's not because you're missing the last hits that you're attempting to go for. It's more that you're actually not even attempting to go for those last hits.
I
Yeah,
wanted to support to pull that, but
yeah, I know. That's obviously the guy is not a very good support player, but you're talking about 3.7k here, so you can't really complain too much
it
about.
triggers me to see bad support, so I'm playing support all the time, so that's
Yeah,
why.
I mean that's the issue, right? Because you understand that role quite well. You get triggered at other people making the small mistakes, but I'm sure he plays carry a lot, and he's looking at you, and he's going like, "Oh my god, this guy is so bad at certain things." So it literally, it always goes the same
It
way. It
goes
always goes,
rounds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you've had 600 gold, you've had money for whatever your next item is going to be, most likely boots.
Haste.
Yeah, you did go for boots, but you were
I
quite
go
late
for
for it.
Blightstone next, I think. Yeah,
No, no,
Blightstone.
it's the boots. You should have gone for boots much earlier on, and you didn't. I don't know why, what you were waiting for. That's something that you want to get out of the habit of. You want to put your next item in quick buy so that you can immediately know when it comes on, when it's available, and then you can buy it immediately. Because the last thing you want to do is you don't want to sit on your net worth when it's already a marginally tough lane. Now, this is not a very, very tough lane. The reason why I say it's not a very, very tough lane is because they're actually not focusing. If you look at your region, you actually
Yes.
just used a tango right now. Your second tango out of eight. Out of
Yeah.
eight tangos, you just used a second tango at minute 3. So you're really, you're having a very good lane. In fact, you don't actually necessarily need to tango up. These guys are full HP. They're quite tanky. If you move as soon as the creep waves meet, you get this last hit. Now all these creeps are full HP. So if you're slightly like low in HP, just move up to him and right click him once or twice. It's gonna give you like, I don't know, what is it? 4.5%. Let's just say 5%. 5% of 640 is about 32, 30-ish HP. 30, more than 30 HP. You're gonna get 30 HP. That's a lot. That's a lot of HP. Missed that last hit, but that's not a problem. Okay, so I mean, a big issue here is that the enemy actually has 4 range creeps, and you're not actually even a little bit bothered about the wave pushing into your tower. That's something that you really should have um, fixed a long while ago. Looks like you're actually gonna get every single last. You
No,
oh.
no, no. I cannot get every single last
You almost got every single last hit, so it's not too bad. Oh wow, a bit of harass
Looking
coming
back,
in.
I think I could have just Quelling Blade through the trees and I got him to the tower. I'm
I
not
was
sure.
thinking exactly the same thing actually. It's completely fine. It's completely fine. The
Well,
only thing
my
is
rage
now,
wasn't. Well, if my rage wasn't, well, maybe level 2, maybe it was only level 1, so maybe that one.
yeah. No, I mean the next thing that I want to make sure, the next thing that I want to see is you not getting hooked again because now Pudge is there. Okay, let's see what happens here. Mistake here, big mistake. Whenever there's a Pudge in the game, your life stealer, you just want to go and hit that Pudge, man, because that is so much HP for you. Pudge is at 820 HP, so you actually get, uh, you know, 25% more
Yeah,
HP.
when that happens, I think I just said to the Veno, yeah, I messed up. I do that. Well, not because of it, because the fucking HP. I think this is where we kill Pudge. I'm pretty sure. No, no,
Don't
no,
think so.
nah,
Yeah.
next one, next time he's in injuries, yeah, we get him.
All right.
But
Let's see.
yeah, I said I messed up a little bit there, and definitely could have opened wounds and maybe the slow from Rod wouldn't have even killed him. Yeah, definitely messed up.
I think. I don't know.
Just in general, should have hit Budge.
Yeah. Absolutely. You would have been able to kill Pudge, guaranteed. But what's it called? Nyx is hard to kill him.
With my rage, I don't get Spike Carapace. Well, he's tank, maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't look at his starting
No,
items.
it's not that. It's that you don't actually have enough damage to kill him,
I,
and also
maybe,
he's quite
maybe with
quite fast.
Venom's slow. Maybe with Venom's slow.
Veno. I mean, even then, he can spike carapace after your rage ends. He can turn around and stun you. So it's almost impossible to go and get him, especially
Uh,
with Pudge still alive
well,
and rotting you on top of that. So
yeah, yeah. But that guy, you pretty much used Spike Carapace only very early. What I mean is that
mm,
pretty much Scat Carapace, I just rage and ignore that. That's it. Because he never spiked Carapace after my rage ends, he only used it before. I don't know why.
yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, they rotated. I think this is where my team started, well, saying, what the fuck is this lifestealer doing? Could he go help?
Well,
Slightly.
no, you couldn't have actually because
I
you.
know, but I didn't want to say anything. I was just like,
Okay.
whatever.
Well, whenever your team starts saying that, you just want to go ahead and mute them. So there's not much to do at that point. So what you want to do now, what you want to start doing now is you want to start making sure that you keep pushing out this wave and maximize your farm. And the way you max two things, right? First of all, you want to start maximizing your farm. And the only way to do that is if you get the lane farm and start taking the jungle farm. And the only way to do that is if you push the lane really, really quickly, which you can because you've got a lot of damage. You kill essentially creeps in 2, 3 hits. So you kill all the creeps, and then you go quickly to the this camp. You farm this camp, check to see if the creep wave is back. If it is, you go and farm that, but make sure the creep wave is much farther past about this line. Like if it's behind this line, um, then you just go all over to this camp and you farm this camp and then check to see again if the creep wave is behind this. Then you go and farm it. The reason why this line is so important is because there is actually no vision here. In fact, there is actually no vision this in this entire area. So you don't actually know if anybody is coming from the mid lane or TP to this lane or TP to this shrine and is coming to kill you. Um, so what you don't want to do is you don't want to be farming at this time. Um, like everybody, most likely around that minute 10, everybody has got level 6, right? Roughly around level 6, everybody should be, and that's where everybody most heroes hit their power spike. So this is a general rule of thumb. Normally, what you want to do is you want to check the enemy team, obviously, and check to see if you know who's their mid laner. Does he have level 6? What level 6 does he have? Like, what does his level 6 actually do? Can his level 6 actually kill me? Like, Wind Ranger, for example. Hey, gets level 6, doesn't really matter to you. Well, for you, the bigger issue is Pudge. Does Pudge actually have level 6 or not? Because not, this guy has level 6. He comes in, he stuns you. I mean, he ultis you, ulti right clicks you, stuns you. That's a lot of damage, and you're stunned. And then Pudge comes in. Pudge first hooks you when you're already stunned. Then he dismembers you, and then anybody else can right click you, and you're dead. So you want to be very, very careful with that particular situation. Nice. So that's why you want to avoid being here and make sure that you're in the jungle for a very long time and just farming there whenever it's unsafe. And meanwhile, while you're at it, you want to ask your support to ward up here. And if he doesn't, then whenever you buy something from base, make sure that you also buy an observer and bring it out to you and place it wherever you can closest to this tower or within this area so that you can actually farm the jungle safely without dying. Now, obviously, you can say it's the support's fault, but if you die, then you can blame the support as much as you want. You're dead, and if you lose, you get minus 25 MMR just as much as he does. So complaining about it, crying about it, isn't really being angry at the support isn't gonna help anyone at all. So yeah, 60 gold, 65 gold, much worth for um, some vision that will confirm that will help you survive. Okay, here we go. That's Windrunner's level 6. Nothing really happens. Ooh, misplay. Very much a
Yeah,
misplay.
yeah. Ah, should just
Panic.
ran.
Much
Should have
panic
just.
there.
Yeah, that was the panic
You
moment.
you you had armlet, right? Did you have armlet?
No,
Yeah, you.
I didn't. I didn't. At
Oh,
that
okay.
moment,
I mean,
had
you
risk.
were still not gonna die because you were phased and you're gone, dude. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I just panicked. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was the panic moment. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I just yeah. When that moment happened, I thought yeah, that was my mistake. Couldn't blame anyone else.
Also, another mistake you made before that infest was going for your rage right here. Like rage doesn't actually increase your movement speed. So raging here against a windrunner, like okay, what you can do is keep moving away, and as soon as you see Windranger is about to, you know, channel her power shot, then you rage so that you avoid that damage. You know, and if she ends it prematurely so that you don't have time to rage, then you barely take any damage at all. So it was kind of a very like two misplays there. I can
Yeah,
also say you misplayed the Nyx's stun. You could have dodged that, but I mean, There's so many other things that you could have done to avoid that death. Not to mention, as I said earlier, being in that lane on its own was a mistake. Just because you don't have any, for some reason, all the vision is bought. I don't know why. Doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, let's see what happens here. I doubt. I doubt very much. Oh wow, she was cocky. She made mistakes for sure. And then this guy's gonna die as well now. More
Yeah, I
mistakes.
just went around,
Oh
but
my god, no, please don't. Oh,
ah,
you.
I think we kill him. I just want to go around the ways.
Yeah, except he actually made a lot of space there. Yeah, he made a lot of space there.
Oh my god! Yeah, we didn't kill him.
Oh
Ah,
my god, that Nyx completely
yeah,
wrecked you guys
yeah,
right
but
there.
nah,
Ah,
that's the misplay. I had a rage all that time. Could have just right clicked.
I mean, the misplay was not keep going, not keeping, not pursuing him, not continuing to pursue him because if you kept on going, you would have given Spirit Breaker vision to charge him, to stun him, and then Tinker would have rocketed him and lasered him and all that. But because you turned around, you actually blocked the Spirit Breaker from pursuing him and getting constant vision on him, you know. And then Tinker, because of this silly vision, thing issue, Tinker missed his rockets, which was a lot of that. This if he had rocketed, this guy was dead, and then you didn't rage here, so a lot of things. But
Yeah.
primarily, I'd say it's just the fact that you didn't continue to pursue him.
Yeah, I don't feel playing lifesteal at all. Really don't like him.
I mean,
Why?
none of the mistakes so far, not many mistakes so far, are more
Yeah,
very.
mechanic ways. Yeah, just maybe just panic mistakes. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's all panic mistakes so far. And a little bit
Yeah,
of like, okay, this is good. This is good that you left the lane. You realized that the lane is scary, and you left the lane. You saw Fudge there. You realized there were a couple of people missing, and you left the lane. So that's very very good because that would have been a death for you, and you actually prevented that.
okay.
All right, carrying on. So yeah, what I was saying was that infesting that guy, staying infested in that guy would have been quite nice because you would have been able to get a kill on the back of it. So and also staying in this lane is quite dangerous anyway, as we've already discussed. And you died here.
What could I have done to prevent that? About that jet, I thought
I mean, it's a case of once again not having vision here, because if you'd had vision around here, you would have seen the Pudge moving in, you would have seen the ogre moving in, and you would have backed off. So there's nothing you could have done here apart from buy that 65 gold ward. Because think about it this way: that 65 gold ward prevents you from losing about 2 to 300 gold. First off, and also the time you spend dead, which is like half a minute or whatever, that's another easily like 4 to 500 gold that you're not getting because you're not farming. You know, um, so it's quite hard. It's quite difficult to play this game without having the right vision. Like this particular word over here, it what it means is that you don't want to stay anywhere past about this line. Obviously, having this word also means you can actually, you know, okay, this is your this okay. Here you go. This is your safe farm. So these camps and these camps. But anything past this line is not safe anymore because there's no vision. So this is very important. Recognizing where you can stay and where you can farm is really important to learn. Oh dear, this is a bad play. This is a very bad play. See if anything comes from the back. Okay, good job. Why was it a bad play? Okay,
I have no
first,
idea.
first of all, it was a bad play because there's a Nyx in the game, right? So whoever you go on, unless you can confirm, unless
But I see next up top.
oh,
That's
I thought
interesting.
that the guy was invis. Okay, because even when he's invis, you still see him in this in the replay. Okay, so if you saw him, that's a different story. The second issue is you actually did not have
Rage.
rage. Yeah, you didn't have rage at that time. And third thing is you actually don't see Jug either. You know, he could have quite easily, 16 minutes in, he could have quite easily had Invis as well. Which means he comes in, he right clicks you, he ulties you, you're pretty much dead. You don't even have Infest, so you are 100% dead. So very very risky play. Again, comes back to not having vision, and I think just having rage on off of cooldown would have been enough. Um, but yeah, you guys. Oh, nice root.
Yeah, that helped. Yeah, I was laughing a little bit. I said that even the fucking ancients are trying to carry us this game.
Yeah, so that helped a lot. That's good.
Guess what's happening
All
to
right,
Dyer's bottom
continuing
tower
on,
against
looking at the
Midtown?
wrong
But you're
person.
watching Spearbreaker.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing about Dyer's structures right now. Took a trip to the
Ah,
old family farm.
that happens.
Dyer's
What
bottom
was in the
tower
courier?
alone would be
I have. What was on the courier? I
I
think
have.
mine the Dessa.
Yeah, you were bringing the courier, but it's fine. It's fine because the Invis guy
Dyer's
took it.
structures looking
It's
fortified.
gonna happen, whatever.
Dyer's courier didn't make it.
Here comes Jug.
The Dyer
You need to get
gave
into
up
the
the bottom
habit of
tower.
looking at people's inventories, because I haven't actually noticed you looking at anybody. Because Jug was AFK from the map for the entire game almost. Like you have not checked Jug's inventory at all, so you have absolutely no idea what he has. How can you fight him without really knowing what he's capable of? You know, you don't know if he has Invis. You don't know if he's got Mjolnir. You don't know if he's got Blade Mail. You don't know what he has. You have no idea. So it's really really important to check your enemies' inventories.
Yeah, that's not carries, but just in general. I found that don't look in the inventories all that much.
I mean, as a support player, that should be second nature to you because that's what you're doing
I
all the
don't
time
do
anyway.
that often.
Yeah,
I
so
really don't do
that's
that
a
often.
support tip right there. Then that it's very important as a support. Every 2 or so minutes, keep checking people's inventories, especially when you are expecting a specific item from somebody.
Dyer's
Then you
mid
want to check
tower
their
gave a little
inventory
help.
every time you get a chance to look at them. Like if there's an axe or anybody who makes a blink dagger or force staff,
Dyer's mid
anytime you see them
tower's
on the
having
map, click on them
technical
and check them,
difficulties.
especially closer to the time that you expect it to happen.
The
So it's
Dyers
very
couldn't hang
important
on
to
to that mid tower.
stay vigilant.
I wanted
You're,
to the Spirit Breaker to fucking. I wanted to fucking infest in it, but I don't know what he was listening or not
I mean,
listening.
infesting is
Dyer's top
infest
towers
combo
getting
is
beat
important,
down.
but once again, how can you really infest combo when you don't actually have vision on the enemy? Like you don't really
Oh
know,
yeah, that happens. Ah.
because the thing is, like you don't really know where anybody is as far as the enemy team is concerned. Should have switched to. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Wow, that
I
didn't.
think I die. I die here. Yes, that's that die. Yeah, Nyx fucking screwed me with the spite carapace. I went out of
I mean,
infest.
I don't. Okay, we can go and watch it again. But the thing is, like, even before this happened, like when as soon as you infested the guy, I looked at the mini map and I was like, this is not going to turn out well because look at where your team. First of all, you have a tinker, right? You have a tinker means that guy can instantly be with you guys, but for that to happen, you need to make sure you're near a creep wave, right? That can't happen very often if you are infesting a spirit breaker and going anywhere other than where there's a creep wave nearby. So that's one thing. Second thing is look at the minimap right now. You have no vision on where the enemy team is. You know, if you see one person, this guy charges him. Highly likely, all five, like the other four, are right behind him, and that infest gank is gonna turn into two people dead on your team and a tower for them. So that can just turn instantly into a really really horrible situation. Like he sees Pudge right here. I'm like, if
Dyer's
he
top
charged
tower,
Pudge,
you know the
I'm
drill.
that was a very bad call. Now charging Nyx here, very similar situation. That okay, you guaranteed no Pudge is close by, guaranteed no Pudge is close by. Okay, you know that Windrunner isn't there, but again, you don't know where Jug is because you actually don't have vision of the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is just farming casually here. He's just a horrible player because he's playing Juggernaut. He's not going. He's going for fighting build and he's not fighting. So that's probably why the enemy team lost this game because this could have been a huge advantage for them. This could have been, 25 kills for them, 15 kills for you, if that. And this game would have been lost if the Jug had just contributed a little bit more to the fights. Like if he was here right now, it would have been horrible for you guys. But he's not, right? But he could have been, is my point. So going into ganks like that, that was amazing. Going into ganks like that, really, really difficult to play. See, it took Tinker a while. It literally took Tinker a while to get to you guys. See, he had to travels here, then he had to rearm, and then he didn't blink. He does. Oh shit! He doesn't have blink. Oh god, that is actually even worse to fight here because he doesn't even have blink. Like even if he had blink, it would have taken him a few seconds to get there. But he actually didn't even have blink. It takes him only after Spirit Breaker is dead does the guy actually get there. You know.
Yeah, that was looking back.
And I really like the black hole from Enigma, which never happened.
That was a fucking threat of it.
Oh, there was no black hole anyway, so it's
He was
fine.
just like he was just like intimidating us. I'm a black hole. Get out of here. Pretty much. That's what happened.
All right, let's move on. Let's try to get to the mid to late game. Like your early game, it wasn't as hard a lane as you turned it out to be because you um, should have creep aggroed a little bit more. Should have been a little bit more aware of farm. You could have had a much more. You could have had more farm in that lane definitely, and kill potential. I don't think you had any in that lane. That was a nice black hole, and that was a nice turnaround. Very, very nicely done by this Enigma.
I just okay. I saw that Enigma had black hole, and it's just like okay. Every time we have it, we have to fight and take an objective. That's pretty
Absolutely,
much what.
that's
That's
fantastic.
my thinking.
Okay,
And every time it's all cooldown, avoid fight as much as possible. Pretty much, we can't win well black hole because look at our lockdown from the far of it. It's only
yeah.
spirit breaker. We have
Uh,
damage, we have burst, we have damage, but we don't
Now
have
look at
control.
this. Look at this particular infest combo, right? You had this ward here, and the entire enemy team walked through that ward. So you know now, 100%, that the entire enemy team is here, right here, because of that ward. So now when you infest and go in, you know exactly what you're going into. In fact, you even have vision of the invis guy. You're going after the invis guy. So you know your entire team knows what the hell is going to happen, what the hell is happening. You're charging the guy. Your entire team knows what's happening. Tinker is prepared. Tinker's already TP'd here. Tinker's already going in for the damage. He's already started going in on the Juggernaut. So this is this is a good infest combo. And on top of that, because you had your entire team had the vision of the enemy team, and your team was prepared, Enigma got an amazing 3-man black hole. Of course, Tinker died, but 3 for 1 is, I'd say, worth it. Now this is a mistake here. This is a very much a mistake because now you guys have suddenly decided to split up. You started farming here, and those two people are going after one core, or rather two cores, because they don't know Juggernaut has left. Juggernaut could quite easily still have been there, and that was one shackle and a few right clicks from Juggernaut, and they would have been dead. So it's very like Juggernaut is probably he made a smart call by saying, okay, the entire enemy team is probably coming towards me. They just killed 3 of our heroes, so they're probably coming towards me. So I'm just gonna get this Tinker kill and just get out. So he he got out. But if he'd known that there was only 2 of them and 2 of you guys, he probably would have stayed and gotten 2 more kills. Anyway, so you've had phase armlet since a very very
A
very long
while,
time.
yeah, a
Yeah.
while.
So, uh,
13 minutes, I think. No, yeah,
12 minutes you had phase armlet, and then it took you 10 minutes to get to farm, uh,
Odessa.
to
Odessa,
farm
yeah.
a deso. Yeah. So I mean that's not good at all. You need
No,
to, and
no.
you've got at um at 10 minutes. Let's see, we're at 22 minutes. So at 10 minutes, your last hits were 51, which is
Reasonable.
okay. Yeah, it's reasonable. It's reasonable. And then at 20 minutes, that 51 only went up by 30 more.
Yeah.
So your last hits actually dropped. How is that possible? That should not be happening. That really really should not be happening. And it's not even like you got a ton of kills either, because at
No.
10 minutes you had, okay, you had one kill. um 20 minutes you had four kills.
But I get died 20 times as well. Two
Yeah,
times.
you died a few times as well, so that's rough. All right. But yeah, obviously you have to put that into perspective as well, that you know were in situations where you were dying constantly, so taking bad team fights, or whatever however you want to phrase it. You were doing things you shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, I was very confused at this moment. How the hell does he have vision here, Ogre? Because he just fire blasted here. Oh yeah, Nyx is here. That's what
Once
happens.
again, what you're doing is very very dangerous, and that's why it's dangerous. The reason why, oh, they did not go on you. Pudge probably didn't have ult. Yeah, Pudge didn't have ult. That's why you lived. Wow, you are lucky here. So the reason why it was really really bad, this thing, is because the enemy team is here. Once again, Jug is, I don't know what the hell this kid is doing. He's still farming. Wow, that's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this game is lost by this game is, the enemy team is losing this game because of Juggernaut. This idiot could have TP'd here and killed all of you guys.
Top towers taking hits.
Anyway, yeah, so moving up on this team fight was a bad call, because you once again have no vision here. There's an enemy structure here. The entire team could have been here. You just saw three people guaranteed killing one of your guys, so there could have been five people here easily, because you don't have vision of anybody else farming anywhere else. Except you have vision of Juggernaut right now. Once he went up the hill, now you have it, but before, when the fight started, you didn't. So
Yeah,
you are really not checking or bothered with enemies' movements on the map. You don't know where they are. You are not concerned about having an even numbered fight. You just see a single person, you infest, and you just say, "Let's roll it," and hope that the rest of the
it's
team
like
is just,
tunnel visions. Like I have one
yeah,
Tarius tunnel
yeah,
vision.
yeah.
I think
So
that's
it's important to constantly be checking the mini map, constantly be thinking where the enemy team is going to be. I mean, 23 minutes, it's safe to assume the Juggernaut is just constantly farming, but anytime, I mean, at the same time, you can say Juggernaut can arrive any second now, because he's constantly been farming. So even that is not something that you can stick your hopes on and just go in for single solo kills. And look at the situation now. Like your people are kind of solo farming. Like you're solo farming here. Tinker is pretty much solo farming everywhere. Uh, Enigma was solo farming in the jungle, so he died. This guy was solo farming top. He died. Tinker was,
yeah. I
he
think at
got
this
both.
point, maybe earlier or later, I'm not sure. I don't quote me on this, but I realized that okay, they have a fucking amazing pickoff tiers list. Like I should have maybe getting pickoffs constantly on us. We should have fucking when we have Enigma Black Hole, we just go West 5 and just like pressure, peer pressure towers, pretty much. In a
Yeah, well,
main
you're going here. You know the enemy team was here. You know that they saw you farming here after they killed Tinker. You know that they should be. I mean, you should be assuming, because they're not farming this lane and they're not pushing this lane. You know that they are either taking a path like this, or they're taking a path like this, or they could be taking this path and they can just go. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they. Okay, good.
Radiant's mid tower's getting bad
Let's have a
now.
quick look where they were. They
Radiant's
actually left.
structures
That's
must be
amazing.
fortified.
That is actually amazing.
But yeah,
But
I got that. I think the Spidey sense kicking to this is like, seems a little bit too good. Nah, I just
yeah,
have to back off.
yeah, that's a good call. Thank God.
I think at this point, yeah, just waste about 40 seconds of investing here. Nothing happens. You can just pick.
Okay, so infest combo like this, two man infest combo is great in the early to mid game, right? Early mid game. At this point in time, the it's first of all the enemy is most likely five manning or sticking together. Secondly, everybody has quite a fair bit of items, so
Dire might want to
unless
mine
you
that
get
top tower.
a single person who is
Them
easy to
Dire
kill,
buildings are tough as
you
nails
really
right
can't
now.
go for an infest combo. You know,
Dire's top
so
tower's getting beat down.
going for infest combos at this time, just two of you, it's just not gonna work. What you need to do is infest this
Dire's
guy.
top
Okay, sure,
tower is
whatever.
gone.
But then you need to go all together. Maybe not with Tinker because Tinker can travels in, but the rest of you smoke up and go, and you can infest this guy, or don't even infest. It doesn't matter. It's just important. It's important to stick as five. Doing this thing where this guy's just farming here all by himself, and you guys are okay. This is good because you guys are sticking together, so this is okay. You're in vision. You have vision over here, so nobody's gonna come gank you from the
The
east. You
Dire
have vision
better
on the
do
south with
something about
sentry.
that bottom
Nobody's gonna come
tower.
from the. So you see, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. The only reason why you survived this is because you had vision here, and this is what you need to be doing. And now your entire team knows what they're dealing with. Your entire team knows where their entire team is. Their entire team actually does not know where the enemy is. They don't know where everybody is. They don't know where the spirit breaker is. They don't know where the tinker is. So for them this is going to be a bad fight. They're taking a bad fight. They're taking a chance. They're hoping that they are stronger, and let's see what happens, how it plays out. um I'm pretty sure
I
you guys could have actually engaged here. You guys
I
actually could
think
have engaged.
we engaged a little bit later. I think I just invested into this guy again, and I think then we engaged. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, later, definitely later. I think it's like 30 or 1st seconds later. Not sure. I'm not the one to initiate. I ran away from the jug because I didn't want to get solo ulted by him because
Hmm.
well at that point I think it was Veno and me, and I didn't want to get like solo ulted and picked off this sort of fight.
The thing
So
is,
that's why.
the Enigma was right there, so you are so tanky. Spirit Breaker is so tanky. Either or both of you could have actually baited them. So three or four of you go on you guys, and then Enigma blinks and ulties, and that's it, direct. At the same time,
I wanted to initiate here. I really saw
at
Spirit Breaker
the
just
same
charge.
time, four of the enemy team can cancel blink quite easily from a very far from range.
Second. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you guys took another really, really great engagement. This time it was a great engagement because they should have just let the Pudge die. Instead, they all went on you guys and they fought you under the shrine for the entire duration, and they just got wrecked.
So like it was like a buddy syndrome. Okay, I have to save this guy. I have to save this guy. Instead, everyone dies.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a shrine. Just get the hell away. Instead, they stay there and right on top of the shrine, Tinker TP's in as well, and everybody. So the only thing I'm sad about is that you killed four of them. Only one of you died, and nobody really pushed. Everybody just
I know.
dissipated.
I know.
Um, the push is actually super strong from Tinker and Enigma and yourself. So I don't know why you guys didn't push. You guys even had mech. This guy has mech. So there's not even an excuse of saying, "Oh, I was low HP." Everybody, it's not
Radiant's
enough
top
to.
tower's hurting.
I
Well,
don't know,
that's
man.
the problem with pubs in general.
Yeah, but
Nobody
you didn't push
wants to
either.
fucking.
But you're included in that because where were you? You know, you
I.
got the
Oh
kill.
my god.
Actually, there were five. Oh, you got a team wipe. Actually, it was a team wipe. It was literally
I
a
was
team
in the
wipe.
bottom lane. I thought it was bottom lane, so okay, I wanted to push that.
Okay,
So
okay.
that was because we're like in the bottom lane, so I wanted to push in bottom lane.
Yeah,
That's my
so Enigma didn't have mana, so he went back. This guy don't know what he's don't he just goes to charming jungle, and then this guy pushes top instead of pushing mid. I mean, you could have taken the mid tower, dude.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Happens, whatever. Okay, moving on.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
I think I just say, okay, if we don't have black hole, we don't engage. Pretty much, I don't want to make any aggressive moves at this
Yeah,
point.
that's how you play with Enigma. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just playing 4v5. And it's more important when you have an Enigma, you have to tell the Enigma like, man, you have to hold off on that black hole because the threat of black hole is actually normally more powerful than the actual usage because you have to be really skilled or you have to have the amazing opportunity, especially in the case of four people who can cancel your black hole. You have to have a really really amazing black hole to be able to get the best value out of it. But the threat of black hole is actually really amazing. And now you guys are doing exactly the same thing where you're fighting underneath their shrine, but nobody activated the shrine.
Seriously?
Okay,
Oh yeah,
Jug
now it's in.
activated it, but it's too late now. There's 4v1.
Okay,
So,
so the lesson of the
uh,
day: activate the shrine, motherfuckers.
I mean, that's their bad play because this could have, if Ogre had TP'd, if their team had actually been there, if they'd activated the shrine,
Ain't doing so good.
if they were a bit more aware of things, they definitely would have had a better team fight there. But I wouldn't say you guys are stronger. I mean, that's almost even. And the ogre comes here to die to four people by himself, though. That's good.
That's
Didn't
every single fucking player in pubs. If you're in fucking 3K, that's what happens. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here to get XP. Yeah, you're gonna
mm,
die. That's what happens.
he wasn't actually getting XP. He was actually fighting. He actually
Yeah,
went
I
in
know.
to use
I
the
know.
fire
Can you
blast
imagine?
or something. Hey, once again, what are you doing, dude? This is push high ground.
We don't have a black hole. We don't
Yeah,
have.
the enemy team doesn't have three people. You had solid like 6 seconds to do some chip damage. Chip damage is what. Okay, so chip damage is extremely. First of all, chip damage is extremely important, right? Because the next time you do a little bit more chip damage, and suddenly the tower is on half HP, so that when you eventually come down to actually taking high ground, the tower is almost dead anyway. So it becomes high ground. Pushing high ground is so much easier. This is one of the biggest reasons why in the lower levels, in lower MMRs, pushing high ground becomes so difficult because nobody actually bothers chipping it down first, and then suddenly you're standing there underneath the tower, like trying to push high ground for 10 minutes, and you finally, you know,
Radiant's bottom tower is
die,
pretty
all of
sad
you.
right now.
But
Yeah.
another the
I
other
found. Yeah, I found out that pushing high ground usually lower Mars is harder. So my
yeah,
solution. I know
this
this
is
is a
why.
dumb solution, but my solution was okay. Pick up pushing hero. Okay, I played some carry like, and I think Death Prophet is one of my only mids I can actually play normally. So yeah, that's my mistake on it. Not just because we can fucking push when there are fucking three
Yeah, there
dead.
were
It's just
three dead, three people dead, all five of you. It wasn't even like one of you was dead. All five of you were alive. Fine, you don't have black hole. That means it's 4v2. You know, consider Enigma to not even be there, even if you do. I mean, even if he just has Midnight Pulse, that's enough. The other thing is that normally, as the ogre died, somebody else might have come and died as well, trying to defend or whatever. And you have Spirit Breaker, you can actually go in and fetch somebody in the back line and kill them, and suddenly,
Somebody's got
that
roll.
4v2 becomes a 4v1, and they actually lose the entire tower. Maybe, another person comes in and suddenly they actually lost racks. So these things you need to
How
exploit
about
them.
that?
When you get
oh
such an
yeah, this is
amazing opportunity.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
for Jug DC and Abandoned. I don't think there's
Okay.
much more to it.